The Twits. Written by Roald Dahl in 1979, published in 1980, with illustrations by Quentin Blake. Now, this is a story that I've wanted to read again for the longest time. So I'm very fortunate that I got this book along with other Roald Dahl books for my birthday recently. I'm really grateful for that. And I read The Twits right away, and I enjoyed it as much as I did when I read it for the first time all those years ago. Absolutely brilliant. So, as you know, well, it's called The Twits, yep. And over there is Mr. Twit. He is married to Mrs. Twit, and as you can tell from their names, they're not very nice people. And you see, funny thing with Mr. Twit, Roald Dahl famously didn't like beards. And as a matter of fact, at the start of this book, he goes on a bit of a tangent talking about how beards are, gross, unnecessary, all that. And, well, I'm going to be honest, I don't agree in some cases. I think beards are cool. I mean, personally, I don't like having a beard. I think it's unnecessary, and it's only because I'm really lazy, and with recent events across the world, or around the world, there's been no need to shave. So, but there's some really cool people that have beards. Like, if you want to check YouTube, you got Ryuka, who's known for his Super Mario Maker videos, or Rhett from Good Mythical Morning. So, but again, it's a laughing. It's really, really funny. It's really funny how he goes off about it. And he doesn't have a point with some of the things he does. And then you got Mrs. Twit. She's a crabby lady. She's got a glass eye. She uses a walking stick. I'm not saying that makes you a twit. None of that makes you a twit. She's just a very unpleasant person, much like Mr. Twit. Although, with her introduction, Roald Dahl does write something that's so profound and so just big. It's just so amazing. I'll just read it. You've probably heard it before because people tend to put this everywhere. So, let's see. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. It's just, that is something. It's not just nonsense that you say to make someone feel better. It's actually the truth. Have you ever seen the so-called beautiful people, and then when they smile, they can smile so condescendingly or stuff like that, and you feel, yeah, that's not a true smile. But then the so-called, non-beautiful people, I'm going to say that, when they smile, it doesn't matter what their mouth looks like. When you smile with such purity, then it's always going to be better than those other smiles, So I think that's amazing. And in a children's book, absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Twit. And, yeah, they're not very pleasant people. As a matter of fact, they don't like each other very much, and that's probably me understating it. They play vicious pranks on each other, and... okay, yeah, the first part of this book deals with them playing pranks on each other, and the pranks are brilliant. There's one particular prank that kind of ties into the ending of the story, which is the prank, or the part of the story I remembered the most. And let's just say it involves something called the Shrinks. Brilliant. And then next part of the story deals with monkeys they own. And yeah, these monkeys, they're from Africa, and the Twits are trying to train them for an upside-down circus. And they have to stand on their heads for hours at a time every day. So you can see where their story goes. It's pretty much about them trying to get away. And yeah, you have other you have another colourful character who appears. You have you're dealing with birds, so a lot of random birds, and it's so funny, it's so clever. Um, yeah, and I'm just gonna go back to the pranks. The pranks take, the first little part, the story. It's just Mr. and Mrs. Twit playing pranks on each other, and then all of a sudden it goes to the monkeys. It did seem kind of jarring when I read it at first. Like, this was just a random thing that happens and then that. But it kind of ties in at the end. And no, because it's a Roald Dahl story, you know someone's going to get their just desserts, don't you? Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a children's story. If you've done something wrong, you're going to suffer for it. Oh god. I never realised how dark some Roald Dahl stories were when I was a kid reading them. I never got that. So yeah, the Twits, it is quite popular. They wanted to do a movie about it as far back as 2003. They were going to use John Cleese. Not to play anyone, I think to write it with someone else. But the most recent news about it was in 2012. And nothing's come of that, so you think that's dead in the water. And you'd think so especially because, I did a video ages ago about Netflix doing a series of Roald Dahl stories. So I heard that the Twits is going to be one of their stories. Also, there's a musical that came out in 2007, the Twits musical. But I'm not sure if that's still running. But yeah, the Twits is out there. Oh god, I wouldn't mind seeing it animated, not live action. Although to be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of adaptations of books. Very few are done really well. But I can see this going awesomely. I think it can. I think it can. Just look positive, isn't it? So yeah, this is a really funny book. It's really short. Like, this book is where is it? This book, I've got it at 87 pages, and that's just the story itself. Not mentioning a little preview for James and the Giant Peach. And yeah, good book. Recommend it. I recommend anything to do with Roald Dahl. Well, any books to do with Roald Dahl, yeah. Yeah. So that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope, you're all having a wonderful day. I hope you're all staying safe from this pandemic, from this COVID-19. And yeah, I hope you all get through it. I hope we all get through it. And yeah. So, see ya.